Lita, it's time to start. I hit record already.
Time. What is time? But a human construct designed by one human to enslave the other. Time cares not for me. Why should I then care for it?
It's okay, Lita. Quarantine will be over soon.
Quarantine. What is quarantine? Are we not always quarantined? For how can one mind ever truly know another? Therefore, are we not always quarantined within our own thoughts?
Tell you what, why don't I just start over and we can try this again.
Start over? What is start over? Hello foodie friends, we are here for another video from one of my favorite cookbooks that I am so glad we get to look at again. We have yet another recipe that's quick and easy with very limited ingredients. So hopefully, you'll be able to find what you need at the grocery stores right now. Or if you just want to hang low and wait until all this is over, you have something to go back to that'll be the perfect comfort dish for you. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, take another little peek into Wyandotte and see how this tastes. Pause here to write down what you'll need to follow along. First, I'm gonna go ahead and brown my sausages in a fry pan. You can use whatever sausages you like or even pork chops. And get ready for the sizzle. That's the sound of what's gonna be a really good dinner. While those are browning, go ahead and peel and slice both of your apples. I did mine in just kind of large chunks. Since it's all gonna bake together, it didn't really matter. And also go ahead and chop your medium onion. And just like Andy Taylor, I tried to peel the apples without breaking the apple peel, but sad to say, I failed on both counts. I put the apple chunks and the onion in one bowl because it's all gonna be mixed together anyway. Now in a casserole dish, you're going to put all of your apples, kraut, sugar, onion, and caraway seeds in your baking dish, mix it well, add whatever meat you're using on top, and then a dash of salt and pepper. This recipe comes from another immigrant who came to Michigan bringing their traditions and really good food. Elizabeth von Schloss brought this from Germany in 1865. She was only 16 at the time and came alone. That was either really crazy or really brave. Lucky for her because it worked out. According to the story in our cookbook, she later married, had a bakery, and even boarded the firemen from the local fire company. This is one of the recipes that she fed them. Cover and bake it for about 75 minutes in a 325-degree oven. By the 40s and 50s, the children and grandchildren of immigrants were able to benefit from the booming car industry in nearby Detroit and Dearborn. Wyandotte became a classy town with lots of shopping and theaters. Vast new subdivisions were built by the U.S. government to house returning GIs from World War II to start families. About 30 years later, I would be raised in one of those GI homes. Thankfully, recipes from the old world was passed down and wonderful restaurants of ethnically diverse foods became a Wyandotte staple. Lucky for us, my grandmother faithfully collected many recipes from co-workers during her long career at Wyandotte Hospital, both old and new. Later, my mother would take up the tradition when she started working for the same hospital, and often our little GI home would be filled with a delectable sense of Cornish pasties, pierogies, stuffed grape leaves, and other savory delights from around the world. And now that our dinner is done, let's take it out of the oven, dish it up, and see how it tastes. I'm ready because we're really hungry.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. Now, one little thing though, I did forget to salt and pepper it before I put it in the oven. So I did actually put it back out, and I just put a little bit because to me, sauerkraut and sausage always tends to be a little bit salty anyway.
Right.
So you might want to be really careful about like maybe
Salt
not
too
even
much.
do that until afterwards and you actually know like how salty is the kraut going to be. But now you're a little nervous.
Yes.
Because
I'm not a big sauerkraut fan.
I don't know if you've ever liked it. Actually, I don't know.
No.
No, you did
We'll
like
see.
one from the Amana colonies.
Yeah.
That
I
video.
think there
That was
one,
actually a
yeah.
really good kraut. Okay. Let's just do this.
Okay. I didn't want to give it away.
I love this.
I actually really like it too. I tried not to give you too much facial.
I know, because when I was looking at you, I was like, oh, he doesn't like it, does he?
But no, it is really good. Like, it's actually the apples
And the brown sugar.
and the brown sugar take away a lot of the sourness you get from the kraut.
Yes.
But you still get enough to really add to the flavor of the sausage, I think.
Yeah, it's a
And
really
it's a really good balance.
it's a perfect balance
Yeah.
of sweet and sour.
Yeah.
I
It's really
love
good.
it. I would make this again in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you can try it with pork chops. And they said, according to the recipe, and different kind of sausages. We were actually just stuck with this kind of sausage just because all the other sausages had been cleaned out. But I actually really like it with this sausage.
Yeah, it is really good.
I have no complaints whatsoever with any of this dish.
No.
And this is to me like a perfect, you know, when you're kind of quarantined, you know, you're in self-isolation, or even if you're like in a total state shutdown, like a lot of states are right now.
Panic.
The one thing panic shoppers never buy, sauerkraut. And that's
It's like guaranteed to be on
it
the
is.
shelf.
It's always guaranteed to be there. That's kind of why I picked that recipe, because when I was thinking, okay, I've got to go to the grocery store, what are panic shoppers not going to get? They're not going to get kraut.
That's fair.
Yeah, so there
This
was
is pretty good.
plenty of
Yeah.
sauerkraut on the shelf. And you know what? I would buy it again to make this dish, even like after like shutdowns
Right.
are over. And they're, you know, I mean,
It's good.
yeah, I really can't praise this enough.
Mm-mm.
Oddly. I mean, I'm just like, I guess because I'm so shocked that it's so good. Because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, sauerkraut.
Yeah.
But wow, is this great.
Yeah.
Okay, so this cookbook so far has been 2 for 2
Yeah.
of like awesome recipes. And now I did look to see there is a Wyandotte Historical Society that's still in existence. However, they do not have an online gift shop. So you would have to call them, but they're closed now. So we can't do anything
Right.
about that at this time. But one thing that I thought was kind of interesting is I tried a Google search. This was nowhere.
Oh, wow.
No eBay, no Amazon, no Abe
Yeah.
Books, no nothing. Like, either A, this was so niche that only a few were sold in Wyandotte and people have just kind of kept
Held
them,
on to 'em, yeah.
or they're just everywhere and they're so, like, it's such a wonderful cookbook, no one ever wants to get rid of it. But
So far, I'm going with number 2.
I am too. I think everyone's just hanging on to it. But if you can get lucky enough to find a good gravy Wyandotte cookbook from the Wyandotte Historical Commission, grab it and hang on to it forever, because you'll never find it again.
All right.
Yeah. So again, next week we'll be delving into another story and another recipe, see how it goes. I think we might actually take a dessert turn
Ooh.
for that one. Yeah. So that should be pretty interesting. So thank you for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next week. Bye. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for future videos. In the meantime, here are 2 videos you may enjoy. Thanks for watching.